We're live.
We are live.
Yeah.
I've just got my notification of your channel.
Awesome.
There we are, guys. We are live
Yeah.
on YouTube. We're doing a simultaneous live stream, by the way. So this is my laptop where I'm going to be live, and then we have Daniel's channel live on this one here.
Hello, guys, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Welcome to the live Q&A/camera talk from Tokyo, where we shall talk about. This is only day 2.
It feels like day 8. I'm knackered, like
Yeah.
I'm jet lagged to hell. Yes, it's day 2, like in terms of full days. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm only here for a week. You've been here for
2 weeks already. Yeah. Just banging on those time lapses. That's been, I would say that's a main for me. Time lapses until now and B-roll. So it's going to be a lot more focus on photography going forward for sure. Yeah.
right now. We're just enjoying a beer here in Shinjuku.
They had the Viking-sized beer.
They do. They have big beers. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers from Tokyo. I think basically the premise of this Q&A is, or this live stream, is just to talk about photography and travel in Tokyo in general. It's my first time in Japan. First time doing photography here in Japan. It's super awesome. You've been here for a couple of weeks now?
Yeah, 2 weeks. But I've been here once before, and it's still overwhelming. Like for photography, it's like a jungle, man. It's so much to take in, and so many good locations. So it's easy to sort of like get lost in that. So I spent like 3 or 4 days just walking around gaping, like where to start. And I scouted out some good locations for us too. So we have a plan for the week that you are here, which is good. And we got some good shots already. And you did your night photography video.
Yeah.
That we just filmed.
So today I shot 2 videos today. One street photography in Harajuku, and one night photography in and around Shinjuku.
Yeah.
Both videos I wanted to shoot. What have we got for the rest of the week? Tomorrow is Thursday, which is a day off from not creating, but a day off from photography, where we are going to go and explore some of the quirky side of Japan, including some convenience stores, vending machines, crazy things. And we're going to top it off with 3 events in the evening, which starting off with Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's
so
going
we have 3 hours in a go-kart driving around Tokyo. It's going to be incredible. Followed by a special event that we're not going to disclose just yet.
No. That's very good.
Yeah, if it happens, it's going to be hilarious. Very funny. And what's the final thing? Oh, karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke.
Lost in translation. Bill Murray-esque vibes. That's going to top off tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to a break from having to film and take photos. So.
Yeah, you need to have a break sometime. But look, Views and Andiax joined us. Hello, Anders. How are you? From Oslo. Now,
hello, Anders.
You got your answer.
Yes, you can use my image, Anders. No problem. Just let me know if you want the full res version or the one I put on Instagram and YouTube. Let me know which one you want, and you can have it.
And thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Yeah. How is everything at Views now? Is the aquarium good? Let me know. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah.
Who else? The Life of Zelda.
The Life of Zelda says meow.
Meow.
Yeah, like a cat.
Meow. Or mew. Mew. Meow. Mew.
Like meow. Like
meow.
A cat.
Like a cat.
Yeah. Okay. And Anders also asked me if he could use some of the images like from our last collaboration in Oslo. We did the studio shoot.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Of course. Let me see if I can spell this right.
It's a weird time to be live for our UK, Europe audience because it's only like 2 p.m. in England. It's 10 p.m. here. So we thought about going live at 3 in the morning, but I just don't think we're going to make it. So we're doing the live now. So we asked people on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook for questions. So yeah, as and when we get questions, we'll answer them. But in the meantime, we'll just talk shit to each other about photography here in Tokyo.
Talk about this crazy photography adventure. And Anders, our views also, everything is good at views. Awesome. Thanks. When are you back? I will be back in Oslo for 10 days on the, when is it? 11th of September. And I will be in Norway until the 24th. That's when I'm going on the second big trip of the year, the main event of the year, Africa. So I'll stay in Africa for at least 3 months, and then if you have a space for me, I will. Yeah.
It's the last call for food.
Last call for food.
For food.
Would you like to order?
No, thank
We're
you.
good for food.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. The lady in the bar just asked us if we wanted to have some food. It's the last order now, but we're good with a few points, like working points. Yeah. Sure. But like I said, unless our views, I'll be in Africa for 3 months at least. And then if you have a spot for me, I would be interested to rent for a month or two, just to sort through everything from this crazy year. It's been a crazy year with Iran, with Tokyo, and then Africa to top it off. And yeah, got so much to do, but great content coming out from my channel. So, and Craig's also.
My sister is moaning because there's glare. There's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. We're in a pub in the middle of Shinjuku. Yeah. We're not in a studio. I can't do anything about the glare. Ask me a question.
Ask us questions. Otherwise,
we're just going to be talking crap. Anyway, tell me, we haven't got any questions yet. I think most people are going to be at work or whatever, which isn't ideal, but we can just talk about our experience so far. So why don't you tell me a little bit about how you found your first couple of weeks here in Tokyo, what you've enjoyed shooting, and your general thoughts on photography in Tokyo.
Yeah, like for the first 2 weeks, I was just trying to, like, obviously I had a shot list of the shots that I wanted to do, and it's trying to navigate this concrete jungle that is Tokyo. It can be overwhelming, like I said, but I wanted to do time lapses. I wanted to get some nice B-roll because I'm making a video, like a cinematic nice video with time lapses and everything that I got from Tokyo, and also from street photography. So I'm doing 3 things, which is, yeah, really have to plan your days. But for this week, it's good. We have a good plan, but it is like heaven for street photography. I can tell you that. You have to experience. If you are a street photographer, time-lapse photographer, or whatever. I see Morten has tuned in. Yeah, he gives us this. And Morten, I know you have been to Hong Kong. Definitely go to Tokyo for time lapses. It is amazing, and I have some tips for you if you want to know. So yeah. How about you? You came in. What would it be like if you came here just for 1 week? How would that look like?
Oh man, you're gonna spend the first few days just feeling like crap.
Yeah, you have the jet lag to deal with.
Yeah, so like last night I went to bed at about 2 a.m. and then woke up at 4 and I was wired, so I haven't really slept since then. For 1 week in Tokyo, it's probably not ideal. I would definitely spend more time like you. You've got a month, so you'll have time to adjust to the conditions and things like that.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm just soldiering on, trying to get as much done in this week as possible. And if you're here for a week and you're a content creator, just don't beat yourself up because you're not going to get anywhere near as much as you want to get. And I've been quite stressed today because I don't have as many images as I thought I would have had by now. But yeah, I'm here for a week, so I can only do what I can do.
I think.
But what you said about planning is a good idea. So we have a schedule, so there are certain things that we are going to get no matter what, which is
I don't know. I thought I'd said that, but have a plan, because otherwise you'll be just roaming around and so much to see everywhere. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna go there and there and there, like randomly from the streets wherever I go. But if you have a plan, you just stick to the plan. I think that's my number one tip for photographing Tokyo, because there's so much to see. And I'm going to share a few photo tips in a future video, like my five top locations for getting some of those go-to shots, so to speak. Like we went to the Yabisu Garden Place to get the shot of Tokyo Tower, which is a good one. Yeah. I also got a good time lapse from there. You can get Tokyo Tower for your Instagram or for your whatever, and we also have some cool twirly roads. Is that how you say it? Like
Twirly roads.
Or
That sounds like something from.
Roads going like this, so you can get cool time lapses with those light trails, red light trails in the middle of the city, which is quite cool. Yeah, I don't know.
My mum asks, "Is it humid here?"
You have seen nothing, man.
Yeah.
When I arrived, it was typhoons, and it was just humid and hot. Like, yeah.
It's a bit sweaty. Yeah, it's a bit sweaty. And also ask, what's the plans for the rest of the week? Well, so what are our plans for the rest of the week?
Tomorrow,
he's the guy that plans and schedules things.
Yeah.
He hasn't got it with him today. He's got a meticulous little notebook. Oh, have you got it?
Yeah, of course. It's my notebook.
So I wing it. My style is just winging it. Like wherever I go, I try to wing it. But he's got a. There he is. His little notebook full of
See
notes.
my squiggly lines here. So this is basically the plan. Craig's mom. This is what we're doing, and so far I would say we are on schedule. But yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah.
Yesterday we did more than was on the schedule, which is awesome, and we are live on YouTube now, which is on the schedule as well, which is awesome. Yeah, so we're good on schedule. We're getting there. Tomorrow is the day off.
Tomorrow's the day off photography. We are going, like I said, we're going to be doing Mario Kart, a special surprise, and some karaoke. Basically, just having a bit of a blowout. And then Friday, we are doing B-roll. So we need to get loads of behind-the-scenes footage and clips and photos for the videos. Saturday, I don't know what we're doing in the morning. We haven't decided yet, because we might do an all-nighter Friday to get some night photography. But
Saturday is
Mr. Schedule.
Mr. Schedule. Hello, I'm Mr. Schedule. On Saturday morning, we are going to the Kawasaki warehouse to get some of those good shots. Yeah.
So we're going to a really famous Instagram spot here in Tokyo. It's in Tokyo, but it's about an hour outside of where we are.
Yeah.
So we're doing that in the morning, and then we are doing probably my favorite video from this whole trip, and that's two photographers shoot the same model, Tokyo, with I say famous, she's very well known here in Tokyo, and she's appeared on a lot of the big four photographer models.
Like Jessica Cabesi?
Yeah, she's been in the Jessica Cabesi videos. So we're shooting with her on Saturday, so that's going to be a really good video, and one that I'm really looking forward to.
There's no slacking, basically.
No time off.
No. Good thing we have a schedule, otherwise we might have forgotten. Yeah.
True.
Also on Saturday, like you said, we have the model. We have I want to do the Ginza Plaza Tokyo, where we didn't go yesterday because we had to go to the Yabisu Garden Place to get that Tokyo skyline, the city skyline photos of Tokyo Tower. And Sunday is a bit like free for all, but we're going to go to some strange cafes. Because they have some strange cafes here in Tokyo that we want to check out. So yeah, that's our schedule, I think.
Yeah.
And we have beers. We have Viking-sized beers, which is awesome. It's a good
my laptop
time
saying
to be.
you're alive. Good to know.
Good to know. Yeah.
Oh, hello, Oscar, by the way. Little Oscar's watching.
Little Oscar, that's your nephew.
No.
Oh no. He's not watching.
No, he can't
watch this.
He's not watching.
No,
he might be watching. I don't know. Nikki, is Harrison watching? Let me know.
We're only 15 minutes in. What
Yeah.
now? What now?
I don't know. Everyone's at work, so I don't know.
Gear talk.
Oh yeah, let's talk about what we're shooting with.
Yeah, what's your weapon of choice?
I didn't bring it with me. For the most part, I'm shooting with my Sony A7 Mark III. And I brought 3 lenses with me. I brought a 24-70 f2.8 G Master, which is my go-to lens for the majority of things because it can do it all. I've got my 85mm Sigma 1.4, which I want to use more of because it's amazing at street photography for picking out subjects. And finally, I've got the 12-24, I think.
12-24.
Sony, yeah, I think it's 12-24.
Yeah.
So
So when you did with
Yeah, so
time
I've got a
lapse just
super
now,
wide
yeah.
angle for a lot of the urban landscape shots. So
Yeah, awesome.
I've also got an Olympus OM20 film camera, which I started shooting with today. I've got a roll of film left, so
Such a geek. Such a geek.
from my film photography video, which the link will be somewhere up there.
Yeah.
So I've got that, so I want to shoot a roll of film as well. And then my vlog camera is the Canon M50.
And how do you travel with all this gear? Like, what's your? I mean, it sounds like a lot, but
Basically, I feel like a donkey at Western Supermare Beach. Now, that probably won't mean a lot to you, but basically, there are these donkeys at Western Beach. This is for Daniel subscribers who may not be from England. There's a beach in England where basically fat kids ride donkeys up and down the beach. So I feel a bit like that because I'm carrying a ton of gear in my back all day long. So that's like one of the hardest things to do is carry all this gear around. But I use a Manfrotto Bumblebee backpack, which fits most of it in there with the tripod on the side. And if I'm out and I'm not really sure what I'm shooting, I'll take everything. Whereas this evening, where we went out to shoot the night photography video, I'll just take whatever gear I need. So,
yeah.
And how about you?
Well, I have this piece here. It's
Not Sony.
no, it's not a Sony. It's more sturdy than that. It's bigger. No, but it's the Panasonic S1 with 24-105 f4.0. So this is what I use to film B-roll, and I also do my time lapses on this beast right here. And for photography, my go-to and main shooter for this project is the Fujifilm X-T30. I've made several videos about that. I think this is a fantastic piece of kit and a great camera for everything basically. I've got my 23mm, which equals 35, so good for street photography. I also have a 56mm f1.2, that's 85mm equivalent. Good for street portraits and street photography. So, and it's very light, so that really suits me because I travel all the time. I've been on the road for 3 years now, and that's a key thing for me to travel as light as possible. I only ever carry 2 backpacks, one with gear that I always have with me, and the other one with some basic clothing. So yeah, that's it. I have the GoPro, I have the drone with me as well, just in case. But it's hard to do any droning here in Tokyo, and I think I'm going to spend the rest of this day in Tokyo just because it's so much to do when it comes to photography. Yeah.
In Shinjuku.
Shinjuku.
Yeah, is that what you said?
In Tokyo, no?
Oh.
Whatever. Here in Tokyo. I'm not going to stay in Shinjuku.
Rebecca asked me whether I use chopsticks and how good was I. I'm going to let you answer this one because if I answer, I'll be bragging.
Yeah, Craig is absolutely shit at using
Whoa.
chopsticks. Now, disappointingly good at the chopstick thing.
Nailed it.
No. Not nailed it. He makes it work. He only spends 1.5 hours getting his meal down. But yeah, there you go. It's fine. Yeah.
What's this question? Scott. Oh, cheers.
Oh.
I know that.
Yeah, you know Per Magnus. He was at my party when we had the other collaboration.
What's going on, bro?
He's got the same haircut as you.
Go.
Skull. Let's do a bit of skulling.
That was a good party.
Come on, Per Magnus. PM, give us a question because we are 20 minutes in. We have 40 minutes to go.
My nephew asked me if I bought him anything yet. I haven't been to the. We're going to this store tomorrow. The lighting is pretty bad here, actually. I'll give it up. I'm going to turn around. Yeah, we're going to go to one of the famous. It's not a convenience store, is it? It's
what's it called?
Don Quixote. Yeah.
And, they've got all sorts of stuff lined up, like random stuff.
I'm going to go there tomorrow and see what I can find. So yes, I will buy Harrison something. I'm just checking.
Harrison, that's your nephew.
Harrison's my nephew. Yeah. What else have we got?
I don't know.
Question was, we did this at the worst time. The worst time.
Yeah, we did. But I'm a YouTube live virgin, so you're quite experienced like this. You have done one live YouTube.
I popped my YouTube live cherry a while ago. Split ratio. It was really funny as well because I didn't know how to do it.
No.
So I scheduled a YouTube live and then didn't realise that you had to like go through all these settings and like an external program to do it.
Did you use the webcam like we're using now, or did you use
a
camera?
I used a webcam, but the scheduling tool didn't work. So I had this scheduled video and it just didn't work, and I was there just swearing at the screen. And I managed to go live, and it catches me right at the end, and just go, for fuck's sake, like I don't know what's going on.
I remember I saw that video and like, are we on? Are we live? Yeah. PM asked us a question. How long will you stay in Tokyo? PM, I'm here for.
He has a job for you.
2 more weeks, more days. Okay.
Why are you actually typing that? Did you just say that?
I'm a live.
This is YouTube
I'm
live.
a live on
you don't have to type it. You can just say.
So. Okay. Yeah. What a fucking idiot. Cam, what's the job? Tell me. Let me know. I'm waiting. Come on.
What's been your favorite photo so far?
The monorail.
Yeah.
For sure. Should I show it? Maybe?
Try and show it. Yeah.
Okay. So I got this. I've seen it on the interweb, and I didn't know exactly how to go there and how do you find this driverless train that goes over the Rainbow Bridge in Tokyo. But eventually I found it, and I got this shot right here. It's on my Instagram, and I'm super happy about that. That's actually one of the shots from a time lapse I did that I'm very happy I got that made the trip for me, because before that I was like, oh, how do I get all the things that I want to get? And when I got that one, I was like, okay, that made the trip for me. But obviously I'm on the job still, so we're going to create a lot more content.
Well, I want to go there as well.
Yeah, Friday is monorail day, because Thursday is our day off. We're not going to do much because we probably are going to be feeling a little bit under the weather. Maybe.
I would imagine so, given what I saw on the first night here, which is him dancing on a table to Motley Crue in a metal bar. So I'm assuming that, after tomorrow night, Friday is going to be a little bit of a slow day, but it will be fun nevertheless.
Yeah, the first night we had planned to just meet up, have one beer, and talk about the plan. And everybody knows what happens when you have just one beer.
When you put an Englishman and a Norwegian in a bar, things tend to go sideways pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty good night. It was a good first night in Tokyo for sure.
Yeah. Just sorry. PM says, make an advertisement for my club. PM is I think he's a manager, not a manager, but he's like in the board of this American football club in Norway. So yeah, PM, that sounds very cool. That obviously requires a bit of planning, but I'll talk to you when I get back, for sure. Interesting. Yeah.
I've only got one person watching my feed.
I've got 3.
It's probably me mum.
Awesome. Yeah. Hello, Craig's. Hello, Craig's mom. He's being a good boy. Yeah. No worries.
He's leading me astray.
Are you kidding me? Are we out of beers?
Well, she's around. How long are you staying live for? An hour?
Yeah. Just see what happens. Right?
So we're going to be on here for an hour, so most of you guys can get pretty bored quite soon, but we're not, because
No.
we're going to get another one of these.
These
Continue the chat.
Exactly, but remember, Craig, that these guys are sitting in their offices. Maybe they don't have anything to do. Then watch a live video of 2 idiots from Tokyo drinking their beers, having fun, talking about the plan. But today we did good.
We did.
We did.
We'll delve into the specifics of photography in Japan over the next year, I think.
Okay, and please enjoy this beautiful man sitting next to me while I get the next round, because it's my turn now. Just hang on, I'll be right back.
Entertain 2 YouTube lives. All right, now I'm starting my own.
Did I take credit cards here? I don't know. By the way, Tokyo is a city of cash, so I'm not sure if they take my shiny Visa card that has got no money on it, basically. But
I'm sure if you flash your smile. Right. I'm guessing a lot of you are at work because it's pretty slow going on the text. But yeah, when Daniel comes back, we're going to talk about a little bit more of the specifics of taking photographs in Tokyo. It is a little bit different to any other city I've been to before. There is a kind of well, basically, Japanese people are more polite than we are. Whereas in America, England, Europe, you can just set up a tripod anywhere, start taking photos. In Japan, you have to be a little bit more considerate of everyone. So it's, in some ways, it's really good when you want to get on the tube or whatever like that. People will let you on and off. There's no fighting and smashing each other into the train like there is in London. But at the same time, you can't set up your tripod and things everywhere. So you've got to be a bit considerate, but we'll talk about the specifics of photography in Japan right now, because Daniel's back. Hopefully with a beer.
No credit cards. You can buy beer now.
No credit cards.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
I kid.
I was going to pay again. Right, it's still pretty quiet on the live, so let's just continue talking.
Oh no, I've only got two people. Can you actually see who's joining?
I don't know.
I don't know.
One.
Pam, I know Pam. He must be here. Who's? Oh, that's your mom, right?
Probably my mom. Yeah.
Awesome. I text my dad. You gotta join us.
Yeah,
But we're too late. Yeah.
It's just a non-ideal time to be doing the live. Oh, Perry's still here.
Yeah.
So one of them's better.
Pam, I love you. No, I'm not gonna buy you a beer, but let's go for a beer when I get back to Oslo. This is not, but it's not cheap to stay here.
No. Yeah, we can talk about costs. Yeah.
Yeah. We can do that.
So flights from the UK cost me around £700.
That's not too bad.
Return, which is not too bad.
Yeah.
Accommodation-wise, one of my top tips would be book something on booking.com for free cancellation, and then just keep looking. So what I did was I booked something on booking.com for a sensible price, but it was out in Chiyoda City.
Chiyoda.
Yeah, so it's not
far.
Yeah, it's quite far, and that's one thing about Tokyo. The scale of it's absolutely massive, isn't it?
Like
You can't just walk from Shinjuku to Shibuya. It's
No.
a long distance, so you really want to think about where you're going to be doing most of your photography. Oh, hello. Need to
Arigatou gozaimasu. Cheers.
There we go. Cheers. And yeah, figure out where you're going to be spending the most amount of time, and then just keep looking for hotels. So I managed to get the hotel I'm staying at now, which is this place, for the same price as the first hotel that I originally booked, and that was just shopping around on Booking.com.
Yeah.
Prices fluctuate all the time,
Yeah.
and the beauty of Booking.com is you get free cancellation, so it's worth shopping around.
Yeah. But hence the planning as well. If you come here for photography,
Oh, yeah.
try to stay as central as possible. I would say that if you're here for the first time and if you are here for photography, go for areas close to Shibuya and Shinjuku. They are right on the Yamanote line. That's the green line here in Tokyo, and it goes in a circle. So if you are lost or somehow whatever, you can always just jump on the Yamanote line, and you will get back to where you are staying. I think that's a good tip for using the metro here in Japan.
Yeah, the metro's it's an interesting experience for sure. Coming from the airport, especially if you land at Haneda, it's pretty simple to get to. But because I'm in Shinjuku, which is basically the largest metro station in the world.
The largest or the second largest, busiest metro in the world.
That's intense. So I got off the train with all my luggage, and it was just chaos. I didn't know where to go. So
I remember stalking one very, very confused, tired British man. This guy, when he was like, "Where am I?" Like looking like this. That was a cool British. You can use for your life.
Yeah, Shinjuku is just absolutely mad. Like you could spend a day there just taking pictures and exploring it. It's just the most ridiculously big metro station that I've ever been in personally.
London is nothing.
Yeah, London's easy compared to that. Even like New York, Shinjuku's just a bit mad. But aside from that, trains are pretty easy here. Like they run on time to the minute, to the second.
To the second, I'd say, yeah. And it really is easy to navigate once you don't even have to download the app or anything. You can just hop on.
Yeah, Google Maps, but it's quite easy. Most of the stations have the direction of where it's going and the key places. So
yeah,
you just figure out, oh, I'm going towards Shibuya, I'll jump on this train.
Yeah.
But when you're on the train, here's a mistake I made.
Yeah.
The little numbers around the top screen isn't the number of the station. It's actually the minutes that it's going to take you to get there. So I spent the first day and a half going, oh, I'm at the station.
Sorry? Drink last order. Okay, we're good. Thank you.
This one should last, yes.
Yeah. Last order for drinks here at this bar now, but I think we're good. Cheers.
Oh, my mum said we don't look each other in the eye when we cheers. So.
Beautiful. Thanks for the tip, Craig Smart. Pelonus PM says, this makes me thirsty. Yes, I know, you're a bit of a beer dog. How do you say that? Beer, like when you love beer.
Beer monster.
Yeah, he's definitely beer monster. We actually did a video, me and PM. His big brother is AM.
That was a terrible joke.
Yeah, I know, it was a terrible joke. But that's what happens when you drink 2 or 3 of these. You get terrible jokes. But he's been on the channel before. So. What were we? Metro in Japan.
Yeah. Right. What value can we give people that are still watching and possibly going to watch about photography in Tokyo?
I would like to continue that metro thing. Yamanote line, you have many of the stops, a lot of the stops on the Yamanote line, the green line that goes in a circle I just mentioned, have like the go-to stops for photography, street photography here. You have Shibuya, you have Shinjuku, Harajuku, where you got to what's the street name again? Where we went today?
Yeah,
I can't remember. Anyway, Harajuku, that's the stop for you if you want to get some
Harajuku.
nice, like narrow street with loads of umbrellas if it's raining, or just interesting characters. And you have the Shimbashi.
Shimbasi, that was really interesting. So
Yeah.
that's where we filmed Daniel's taking photographs of strangers video, which will be on his channel. The second location we filmed that was in a place called Shimbasi, which was actually really cool. It was a bit like Shinjuku, but smaller, so you had lots of neons, little side streets.
Yeah.
You know, very interesting people. So
you don't have all the hustlers in the street that you have in Shinjuku.
Oh yeah, that's one thing to know. If you come to Shinjuku, I'm saying in
Kabukicho.
I can't pronounce it. I messed it up 3 times in the video. If you stay in Kabukicho, which is like the red light district of Shinjuku, but it's also where all the neons and stuff like that is. So that's why I wanted to stay here. You will get hassled a lot by Nigerian hustlers. They're not scammers. They're basically trying to get you in the bars.
That's
they're
probably
just,
going to rip you off.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it. They're not they're harmless, but they're fucking annoying. So just bear in mind that happens a lot here. And also we have a lot of ladyboy hookers outside this hotel as well. So you get hustled a lot by them. I say hustled, but they basically try and persuade you to do things that you should not be doing. So bear in mind, this place is amazing for night photography, but there are the small little downsides. But on the whole, Japan is extremely safe, I'd say.
Yeah.
I was walking around last night at like 3 in the morning with my camera by myself, and no trouble.
No, absolutely no trouble. You'll have no trouble going around. I'd say any area in Tokyo.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about your gear getting stolen or you being robbed. That's one of the things that took me mind-blowing to me when I was here for the first time 5 years ago, I think, when I was photographing subcultures. After these punk rock shows that I went to, just 3-4 a.m. in the morning with all my gear, no worries. I felt quite safe and quite comfortable just going about my business and taking the photographs that I wanted to take.
Yeah.
So PM asked what time is it in Tokyo, and it is now 10:32 p.m. Yeah.
Feels like 10 a.m. for me. Like I'm still wired.
Yeah, you're still a bit jet lagged, are you?
Mate.
How's your Japanese, by the way? Let's talk about that.
Why are you putting me on the spot like this?
Yeah, I love it.
My
So I don't have
Japanese
to
is terrible.
talk.
Terrible.
What can you say in Japanese?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, what does that mean?
Hello.
Good day, yes.
Or hello.
Or hello.
It was a good day. I don't know. And arigato.
Arigato. How do you say thank you in a polite way?
I don't know.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I hear you say that, but I don't know what you're saying. Gozaimasu.
Thank you. Very politely, arigato gozaimasu. That's how you say it.
Arigato
Gozaimasu.
gozaimasu.
No. Don't do it.
Sorry,
No.
we just saw someone that he knows.
You fucking bastard. Nice heels, though.
Oh dear.
Oh no. How many? Still just 2 people.
I know, man.
Yeah.
At least I've only got one person watching, so it doesn't matter.
That's your mom.
Yeah.
But we are doing good, Craig. We are at 39 minutes of
We've been talking
absolute
crap.
bullshit.
Yeah, we've been talking crap for
I
30
think
minutes.
it's good. It's quite good. Cheers to that.
What else can we do to add value to anyone that's been mental enough to stay on this live stream for this long?
They love us, I think. Yeah.
What can we do to add value?
Tips.
Let's do some tips.
Tips for photography. Yeah,
Photography
I want to I'm kind of saving that for my video. But
That's locations, right?
Locations, yeah, locations
Well, like
in Tokyo. But you have obviously for street photography, you have the go-to locations, which would be Shibuya crossing that handles over 2 million people each day. So it's awesome. You can get some really cool shots there. You have interesting characters everywhere. That's where we started my video yesterday. Remember? That's where we should have stayed for that video all along, because yeah, you just saw all the types of people. And when it gets later in the evening, more interesting characters will emerge from their, I don't know, dark holes of Japanese subculture, which I love. And to be fair, I haven't. The original plan for Tokyo for me was to get subcultures, but my leads for that had disappeared, so it made it really hard for me to focus on that. But I really want to come back to Tokyo just to do subcultures in Tokyo, especially punk rock. But yeah, some of those images are on my webpage. It's danielbrim.com. You can see some interesting triple mohawks there. But
talking of collaborations,
yeah,
what
collaborations,
what have we been doing this trip?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We can talk about the videos that we've collaborated on this trip. The first one being your video portraits of strangers.
Photographing strangers.
Yeah, which was an interesting video to say the least. Definitely someone that pushed my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You seem to have taken to it a little bit easier. You're like a rocket chasing down strange, interesting looking people.
Yeah. To be fair, like I didn't. Well, I got. We did six people each that we wanted to do. Like we did portraits of 6 people each, and I honestly think that you ended up with the best shots. No, but really, I saw the photos. I got one portrait that I'm happy with, but it was just because I had feeling the pressure of you have to perform, right?
It's difficult, really difficult.
Yeah, but the idea, I've done this before, especially when I was in Iran for 4 weeks, and for street photography, it's so easy to do the candid shots, right? But if you actually go over to the stranger or to the people that you find interesting and talk to them and just explain that you are doing whatever you are doing as a street photographer, trying to capture the vibes of the street, you can, and if you get a go, it's a yes, awesome, and you just hang around until they get bored of you, and then you will have your shot eventually.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, like the first 5 minutes, they will all be like trying to pose for the camera. Yeah, but true story. And then there's okay, whatever. I'm just going to let him do his thing.
Yeah,
but it's a good idea to push your comfort zone as a street photographer to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit I was terrified the first few shots. I just did not want to do it. After a while, though, it got easier, and you do get people that they're not into it. The language barrier is quite hard. So I had Google Translate that helped me along, and I got a few shots that I liked, but it wasn't my best work. But it was like
high pressure.
It was a really good way to push the comfort zone as a photographer, and I saw today we were out doing my night photography video, and I saw you approaching interesting strangers that you liked and getting some snaps. And I think unless you can get over that fear of approach, then you're never going to be, in terms of a street photographer or someone that documents everyday life, you're not going to get as good as you can be. So definitely try it. It might be for you, it might not be. It's definitely something that I might explore in the future, but it's worth doing. So that was the first collaboration,
and the worst thing that can happen, I know it's a cliche, but the worst thing that can happen is that you get a no. That's completely fine. You just move on. You say thank you, and you just move on to the next subject that you want to photograph. And like I told you, that when you do this, or if you do this, it makes, at least for me, it makes everything else a bit more easy. Like if you're doing, you are ahead of me when it comes to portrait photography and stuff like that.
Well, we'll see on Saturday. We've got head-to-head.
Yeah, true
So
story.
you might come up trumps. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But you have more experience when it comes to photographing models in the studio where you direct and stuff like that. And for me, I think that makes stuff like that easier when you have the ability to go up to strangers in the street and ask them for their photos. But not only that, you do a little bit of directing as well. And when you go back to the studio or have a portrait shoot, I don't know. I feel like you will relax more when you do it. I don't know. Yeah.
It's definitely something worth doing. We're still talking about photography.
Yeah. Pam, since you are here, what do you want us to talk about? Not anything dirty.
You're the only
You
one
dirty
watching right
bastard. I know you, man.
Other collaborations, so you Daniel helped me out tonight on a night photography video that I wanted to shoot. So basically I ran over 5 different styles of photography that you can do at night, and Daniel helped film the B-roll, so that was really, really helpful. Like we spoke about earlier, I'm pretty jet lagged still, so trying to come up with scripts and stuff like that was quite hard, but I think we got some good footage and good images, so we had that one. Tomorrow, I'm sure we're going to collaborate in terms of sharing footage, because we are doing some epic stuff in a go-kart and a costume, so that's going to be a crazy video, and we're going to be doing karaoke. I mean, you can't come to Tokyo and not do karaoke. Bill Murray would be pissed, so we're going to do karaoke, whether it's just Daniel and I, or we're going to meet a group of people we don't know, so we're going to hit a few of the popular tourist bars, maybe get a group of people, and we'll all go to karaoke and do some karaoke.
You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's going to be hilarious. Like, not photography. If you just follow me for photography, you're probably not going to be interested in tomorrow. If you just want to see an Englishman and a Norwegian get pissed and have a great time in Tokyo, then you're going to love that video.
Another thing, on that note, you gotta relax sometimes. When you travel a lot, you have to blow off some steam and just say, fuck it, now, today is my day off. Otherwise you will just like fry your brain or something. But it's been hectic. It's only day 2 and we have been on all the time. I kid you not, we have been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. If you're here for a week like I am, it's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. So definitely schedule a day where you can just enjoy the city and do some sightseeing. Just with photography, especially when you're going to like amazing places, you're always putting pressure on yourself to like capture that place as best you can. And sometimes that can be at the detriment of you actually enjoying that city. And you can go away from, or wherever the city landscape, and you can go away from that location actually resenting it a little bit because you didn't actually have a good time because you were too busy creating or working.
That's very true, very true.
And I definitely felt that today, where I was a bit stressed and feeling like I haven't got anywhere near as much content as I wanted. So we always plan for tomorrow to be a day off from photography and more of just we're still going to make a video, but it's going to be more of a relaxed, fun vibe, exploring some of the quirky stuff in Tokyo, because this is a unique city.
Yeah, I'm curious about the costume, because you decided on the costume. I don't know.
We're going to go to this store tomorrow, and the costume's going to be pretty interesting. I'm sure that we're going to get some look.
Awesome. So PM says, that's great. You should stream the karaoke as well. Yeah, maybe we will go live on Instagram. I don't know, but it will definitely be a video for our YouTube.
That will be easier to do just off the phone or whatever.
Sorry.
Collaboration, continuing with that. What we got Saturday, we've got a big video for me personally, is the 2 photographers shoot the same model video with Georgia. I mean, this is like a dream video for me. So this week has been leading up to this. Like, I'm going to put my all into this video. I've wanted to. Well, I followed Jessica Cabesi, who's the girl that kind of inspired me to make this video for a number of years. She's massive on YouTube, and she's worked with Georgia here in Tokyo on a number of these videos. And for me to try and even recreate maybe 10% of the awesomeness would be something massive. But it's awesome to again just see how two photographers approach the same situation in different ways. We've got, like I said, we've got an awesome model in Georgia. I do a lot of models for free. Sorry, hang on, I've got Flash Player bouncing out here. But in this instance, we booked a model because I think I don't want the pressure of having to direct and stuff like that. We've got an experienced model that knows what she's doing. She's been in these kind of videos before, and it really is just going to be the difference between Daniel and I's photographic eye. And when I started this series of videos back in Bristol, that's what I wanted to see, was like, how do I approach a situation compared to another photographer? And I think those videos are really fun. People love watching them. So for me, that is the #1 video of the week, and that's happening Saturday. And then Sunday is a bit of a free-for-all.
Free-for-all. But hang on a second, guys. Craig will entertain you.
Where are you going?
Beer. I need to.
Beer?
No, I need to.
Oh. I thought he said he's going for another beer. He's actually gone for a week. But yeah, that's Saturday's collaboration. Sunday, we're just going to do a bit of free-for-all, fill in the gaps. Certainly for me, if I haven't got enough images from different styles of photography that I've tried to achieve this week, that's what I'm going to go out and do Sunday. But like we said, it's not easy to do in a week. Tokyo is massive. You really want to spend a lot more time than a week here. And there's just photographic opportunities all around. Like, you could walk out of this hotel now and there would be a picture to be taken. So we've been live now for 52 minutes. 52 minutes of utter waffle to only a handful of people, but we're still here for the next 8 minutes. So if you have any more questions,
no, I got an idea. This is yours.
hang on, no.
You drink way faster than me. This must be
No,
mine.
you drank all my beer last time.
Okay. But sorry, where were you at?
I was just saying we got 7 more minutes, and I was just checking for more questions.
I got an idea. Like, let's round it off with talking about collaboration, because this live is all over the place. Obviously, mostly about Tokyo, but collaborations, because this is our second collaboration. The first one was absolutely amazing. How do you feel about that? Like, because it was so random. We met. I had my camera in a pub in London.
So I don't know whether we've spoken about this story or I've spoken about this story before, but this is the beauty of social media and how we find ourselves in this bar here today. It must have been 2016. No,
2018.
Was it really?
Just before I went off to South America for 6 months.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was in London doing some work. You were in London passing through.
That was street photography actually. Yeah,
Street
just
photography.
for a couple of days to get out of Moscow.
And I found myself in a pub on Oxford Street grabbing a beer, as you do. And who is sat next to me? Some melt with a Panasonic GH5.
GH5, yeah.
And when you're into photography, you're a little bit of a gear nerd, and you kind of speak to the person next to you if they got a cool camera. So basically, we just started talking from there. I asked him what he was doing in London. We got chatting about photography and gear and all that kind of stuff.
We obviously do the Instagram stuff. They say, "Oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing."
Yeah. So yeah, as you do, follow each other on Instagram and what, about half a year later?
Yeah, it's just a great image, mate. Like the normal stuff. And,
Yeah.
And hey, how about we do a collaboration? Because I saw that Craig was on YouTube as well.
I'm sorry. Craig has just said, yes, you melt. Right, cheers to the biggest melt in the whole of England.
Yeah.
My mate Craig, who helps me out on a lot of my videos.
Yeah.
You are the biggest melt in England right now, so cheers. Yeah.
And I'm sitting here next to the biggest melt in Tokyo. Anyway, so we got on chatting about. I saw you had a YouTube, and it's basically the same. Like we had, our channels are quite the same. It's about travel photography. Yours is about more portrait and street and tutorials. Mine would be street, travel and just vlogs. Yeah, so it kind of it's a good mix. And how would you say that first collaboration went on? Like,
Yeah, it was amazing. If you haven't seen the videos, go and check them out. I mean, on a whim, I flew out to Oslo, to Norway, to meet up with Daniel for a collaboration where we went to a place called Goal, and we shot Daniel's friend Emil Mek, who's a UFC fighter, and that's kind of how that collaboration happened. Was I'm a big UFC fan, and I happened to see a portrait of Emil on your thing, and I was just like, what the hell, man? How do you know each other? And I basically said to you, like, next time you end up shooting him, let me know, and I'll fly over. And it pretty much happened like that. It was very quick.
Very
Flew over
nice.
to Oslo, and it was an awesome experience.
I'll add to that.
Yeah.
Like, because Emil had Emil, he had his new car. He wanted to test it properly and wanted a video of it. So that was basically my first paid video gig ever, which is awesome. And I was thinking that, okay, let's just invite Craig over, see what happens, because I knew he was a massive UFC fan, and we could do some portraits as well. So we got the whole thing that weekend. Like Friday till Sunday was absolutely mental with portrait shoots on the Friday. We had a long drive to go. We did the ice drive on that fucking cool ice track with a fast car and everything like that. But and I think that just goes to show after this collaboration, this really motivated me when Craig is also a YouTuber and his same channel is about the same thing, and so that really motivated me. And if you're seeing this and if you're on YouTube or starting, collaborate with others. Really, it will help you for sure. If we didn't do this, we wouldn't sit here in Tokyo in the middle of Shinjuku right now, having a beer, talking to you guys. Surrounded by hookers in the middle of the red light district. Wow. There you go.
Yeah, collaborations, definitely do it. You'll meet people. A lot of the time when you want to get into this kind of photography is a creative art, right? And a lot of the time your friends and family, they aren't really into that same kind of thing, and you'll walk around and you'll want to take a shot or film some video of something that you've seen in video created by, but you'll have no one there that kind of wants to back you up. They kind of like wonder why you want to do that. Collaborations are great because you can help. It helps you achieve your creative mind or your creative potential because you have someone else that shares that vision.
Yeah.
And so this week especially, we've just been going around helping each other film B-roll videos that we both wanted to make, and you learn from other people, watching other people in action, watching you doing portraits of strangers, like how you actually direct it better than I did. You were so direct, you were straight in there. I was really nervous still, but you were like playing in there.
Yeah.
You were very active in terms of your direction.
Yeah.
That's something for me to take away from that. So collaborations are a great way. Great way. Great way. I'm trying to speak Japanese. A great way for you to learn. But so yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it also gives this, since my channel and Craig's channel, they are basically like growing at the same pace. It gives you that healthy competition as well, because I want the best for Craig's channels, and so you continue growing your channels like that, and we keep ourselves accountable. Because if I didn't see a video on your channel for 2 weeks, I was like, what the fuck, man? Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta push on. What's the problem?
I know. Yeah, definitely having a fellow YouTuber in the same niche helps you keep going. And one of the big things for me with YouTube is how many times I dropped out. I started my first channel in 2011, and I just felt really weird in front of camera, so I never kept it up. Then I started my second channel, didn't keep it up, and even this channel, I quit for about 2 years. So it's only recently, over the last 8 months, that I've actually kept it up seriously, and having someone in the same niche, a friend that is interested in the same things, definitely helps you stay accountable.
True story.
Yeah.
True story.
We have one question here I've got. How are you finding, I'll ask you this, how are you finding street photography in Japan compared to the UK? And that's number one, Mel Craig.
So that's for me to answer.
Yeah, or I'll answer it, but you go first.
Well, I'll say one thing, that in Japan, it is easy to do street photography because obviously all the neon lights and stuff like that, but you can also quite easily approach strangers, and they would be like, you wouldn't get a harsh blowout from asking a stranger to do his or her portrait, for sure. Like, I'm sure you will agree.
Yeah.
So for that, it's awesome. You have the neon lights, you have everything in Tokyo, and it's absolutely amazing, I promise. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, you have really, I think when you say how is it compared to the UK, street photography, so it all depends on your subject and your scene. So your best images will be a combination of an interesting scene and an interesting subject. But I think here in Tokyo, because you've got fresh eyes, you see way more interesting scenes and way more interesting subjects, so you shoot a lot more. And I think that's how you get a better image. In England, maybe you wouldn't find a scene or a subject interesting because it's familiar to you. So yeah, when you're in a foreign country, you've got these fresh eyes and everything seems new to you, so you shoot a lot more, and naturally the more you shoot, the better images you get. So I would say that's a big plus of shooting here. And yeah, like Daniel said, there's just, the scenes here are crazy. It's so good, so good. Yeah.
All right, boys and girls, I think
we better wrap up.
We should wrap up, finish our beers, and get one more because we deserve it, right?
Yeah.
And just like to say a heartfelt thank you to everybody that has been watching or will be watching this video. And we have a lot of videos coming each year, so make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and all that good stuff. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.
That's it, guys. Again, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has watched and will watch this video. Big thank you to Daniel for sitting in here for the live Q&A tonight. I've had a blast, and like he says in his video, we have a ton of awesome content to come. So be sure to subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel for a lot more photography and travel related content. And I shall see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.
Bye.